With all the back and forth I've been seeing about this movie, I put off watching it and honestly went in expecting not to like it, and that is so not the case. 28 years later has been incredibly divisive. People are either loving it or hating it, and they're really disappointed. I really enjoyed it. I will say this one to me does not necessarily feel like it's part of the 28 Days universe. Like, yes, there is the rage virus, but the vibe is very different. So I understand why people would be disappointed in it, but it worked for me. I was fine with that. I loved the storyline of this one and how after all this time, we're not really focusing on the virus anymore. We're focusing on the human condition because I feel like that is realistically what would happen after all this time. I think the performances in this movie were incredible, especially the kid that played Spike. Really liked the camera work and the cinematography and the use of color in this movie. Negatives, the editing at some points was really choppy and kind of corny and random. And that very controversial ending, I'm seeing some people hate it and some people defend it. I did not like it. I think it was too dramatic of a tone change. It felt so off from the rest of the movie. It was only like a minute that I couldn't get behind, and it was otherwise redeemed by one of the last shots of this movie, which if you've seen it, I'll talk about that at the end. But overall, again, I really enjoyed it. I do have a lot of questions, but that's totally fine because this is going to be made into a trilogy. So I think this movie was a perfect setup. Give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and maybe that's because I wasn't expecting to. Now about that end, so if you haven't seen it, bye. So I knew that the opening scene was going to come full circle in some way. It just had to. And like, while I think the Power Rangers fight scene was really cheesy and over the top dramatic, which just didn't fit the tone of the rest of the movie, it was redeemed for me in that final shot where we see Jimmy's necklace and we see that the cross is inverted. That to me was such an aha moment and a full circle moment, but we've come full circle and we've gone dark. Because in the beginning, as a kid, he says, "God, why have you forsaken me?" And that to me is showing he doesn't believe that there is a God. And that to me sets up the trilogy to get really dark. So I think that was such a great little touch for them to add in there at that last moment. And it makes me really excited for where this trilogy is going to go.